are going live, but we're hoping to get Sheets in here at some point soon. And yeah, I wanted to say hello to y'all, and we're going to try and do these for as many of the slates as we can. And we have an early slate here today, so may as well go over it. And I think it's an interesting enough one. I'll tell you guys exactly what I'm doing in a minute. I'm going to get in here before we can, so we can talk about everything. But in the meantime, I'm just going to finish my quick build, and we got Sheets popping in right over there. So let's see, there he is. How you doing out there, man?
Doing good.
Nice.
Weather here in New York is getting a little fishy.
Interesting. So yeah, we're gonna have to keep that in mind for the Mets game tonight. Anyway, so about the early slate, why don't you talk a little bit about what you're doing, and then I'll go in with what I'm doing.
Well, these early slate games suck. They always do.
Yeah.
So I'm probably just chalk city here. I don't know. Right now I got 100 of McCullers, and then I got a lot of Montgomery, and then Logan Gilbert. Those are my DraftKings pitchers.
Yeah, I'm using Montas in my main build.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
I need to get a little different, and also I'm also not. I ended up stacking the Yankees on FanDuel, but on DraftKings, there's no reason to stack at all here. Sure, it might work out. There's just no logical reason why you wouldn't pick the guys who you like the best at the lowest ownerships. For me, on DraftKings, that's Matt Olson, who will be lower owned because of people playing McCullers. I am using McCullers on FanDuel, but not on DraftKings very much. I don't even feel great about it, to be honest with you. I kind of like the A's a little bit. I'm also using – I have like, a 2-2 other than that. Like, you know what I mean? I like the Yankees. I like Judge. I like Laureano. I don't mind getting a little three-man ace stack to go against to get some leverage off the chalk. I've got Houston as obviously in my non-Montas lineups, but I mostly am not doing the full stacks. I love McCormick down at the bottom of the order. He's my favorite, but I like the 1-3-5-7 playing it like that. Houston with Altuve, Correa, Gurriel, and McCormick. That's sort of my default build over there on DraftKings. But I'm trying to get the best players. So Trevor Story and Carlos Correa at shortstop. Third base, I want Ryan McMahon at lower ownership. That's why I want to play him. I like Olson for the low ownership. I think he's still the best first base option. I would use guys like, let's see, Laureano, Judge, I mentioned. Garcia is my catcher. Sanchez is my other catcher with the two Seattle guys. That's sort of my general build, but try to get each position. Guys, when you get in, drop some questions in the chat, say what's up. It'd be good to hear from you, and we want to make this fun for you guys. So let us know what you're all doing. Let me see if I can get this up here enough to clear so it doesn't show any more of my screen. It doesn't exactly. I'm going to try and see if they'll let me do this. But let me just take off a few of these batters here and show a little bit of potential. So let me share this real quick. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, pop in any questions or thoughts when you get a chance. Looks like it's – hold on. Why is it doing that when it shares my screen? I want to share a window, not that. There we go. But I think you're going to get lower ownership on guys like McMahon. Obviously, Montas is my pitcher. You can see my screen, right, Sheets? Yeah, there it is. McMahon at third base. I think Story is the best play at shortstop, but Correa is right there behind him if you're not playing Montas in that lineup. I do like going this route for my lineups. And if there was one full stack that I like the most, it would be Seattle. It would be the Yankees. Because Gilbert, with as much upside as he has, it's still a young pitcher that can get worked by these guys and a lousy bullpen behind him. So that's sort of what I'm doing today. How about you?
I didn't get too much to this Oakland thing either the pitching or the hitting. I think I'm just kind of like I said, I'm playing Houston, I'm playing McCullers. I'm playing some Gilbert. I'm playing some Montgomery. I'm kind of staying away from this from the Oakland side. I don't know. 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 I
The problem is you're going to be you're giving yourself hardly any chance to win then, right?
No,
Like, how are you going to
I
win?
know. I'm trying to think of what to do. I got some Arizona. There's it's only 3 games, right? I mean, like, what am I going to do?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So
Yeah.
you mix in these plays, you mix in the low-owned plays, and you hope that they win their position. It's sort of like FanDuel. My screen is still showing. So I was going to look over that. I mean, let me move this thing out of here. So I'm not sharing DraftKings information.
Who is going to be who are going to be the most popular pitchers?
Montgomery and McCullers and Gilbert.
Yeah.
So you have great pitchers, umpires. Adam, what's up, man? Adam just pointed out in the chat. You have great pitchers great pitchers, umpires in Houston and Oakland and Colorado and Arizona. But the reason I'm going with Oakland is not because I think this is by far the best team or anything. I think that you just have to try to get different, and I like McMahon for that reason. I think he gets lower owned at third base. I'm going to pull this to the back of my screen. Oops, not that page. That page and that page. Let me do this. Sorry about this, guys.
What are you doing? Are you playing FanDuel?
Yeah, I'm playing on FanDuel. I can jump over there in just a minute. But I think this is, I'm just looking. I want to try and look at the ownerships, but not give them away from this standpoint. So you can't see this. Yeah, okay, good. I just can't give away other people's information, but I want to see some projected ownerships. So Ryan McMahon will be a little bit lower owned at third base. I think DJ LeMahieu's another route you could go to get different there. I'm just going to talk about each position to get different at. Second base, if you want to get really different, you can play Tony Kemp batting eighth. I think that'll be really low owned, as well as Jed Lowry. So I really I just like playing the Oakland guys against. I'm not fully stacking them, but I'm not afraid to pick a little bit on McCullers. I think you're going to get really low ownership on Olsen. I think most of the ownership will go to Cron and Voit on DK. And then at catcher, I don't think anybody's going down there and playing Aramis Garcia. So I'm going to do that. But otherwise, it'd be the Seattle guys or Sanchez for me, maybe Stephen Vogt. I think he's going to make the lineup today, but I will see if he does.
I think he's out. I think he's out, and Christian Walker's out.
So we have even different lineups to probably shake through here and try and pull those up real quick.
I have CJ Cron is in.
Let's just refresh my page here.
Faria is in. Ahmed, Rojas, Van Meter, Pavin Smith.
Yeah.
Reddick got in.
We went through a bunch of different guys you could use to get different. Pavin Smith is going to be 1,000,000% owned. Maybe you play Josh Reddick instead, who will be at least half as owned as he is.
You got some other 2K guys in Arizona too. You got this Fairchild guys, 2K.
Yeah, I would try to stay as far away from Arizona as I could, just because the massive chalk, and I think you want to get away from it. I'm still using little pieces of it, but mostly I'm just using like one-offs or maybe two guys in some lineups. I love the McCormick at the bottom of the order for Houston if you're going to play them. I would rather play him than other guys, Montgomery. Those are the guys to get different. So there's plenty of ways to get different. It's baseball. So I actually love these slates that everyone goes, oh, you can't do this or that. I'm going, well, I don't have to do that. So I'm happy to pivot. And I'm happy to pivot a little bit of that Colorado Arizona situation.
The other thing I would say is, and you used to, I don't say guilty of this, you used to do this too. You used to always kind of avoid, just didn't bother with the smaller slates. And I'll tell you this, that a lot of the experts.
That's not true. That's very not true. That's only a recent thing.
Okay.
I used to play every one of them. Sorry, go ahead, choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that a lot of experts kind of don't put the same amount of effort into it. So you'd be surprised at some of the ownerships that you see. In some of these.
Yeah. Yeah, and also you get a lot of late lineups and stuff like that too on these early slates. So we still don't have the Yankees lineup. I didn't take a look at the other lineup yet. I don't want to share that RG page, so I'm going to stop my screen share and talk through it. Glad you like McMahon too, Adam. Guys, keep dropping in any thoughts you have. or any questions you have in chat, and hopefully we'll get at least a few people to say some things. Here we go. Okay, so let me go back to my screens here and make sure my lineups make sense still with the newly released lineups. David Peralta is not in the lineup, and I think other people were going to play him a lot. But they'll just move it over to Reddick probably. Oh, no, he's more expensive. They'll move it over. Rojas is going to be just a mega ultra chalk today. And I just think trying to avoid that as much as you can on these kind of slates is the best option. So that is what I'm trying to do today. And you have to get different to try and win a GPP, even a small one. So I am playing some A's, and I am playing the Yankees, who aren't going to be crazy low owned or anything, but trying to avoid more of the Houston and Arizona and Colorado situations as much as possible, although I do have some of them. I don't know what we got a wow for you here. I don't know what that's wow in relation to. Ashish, we did get some comments, by the way, that you're looking good on our YouTube channel. People were saying that you look like you lost a bunch of weight. And
yes, good catch.
How much, man?
48 pounds.
That's awesome, man. That's great stuff. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like you these days. I'm going very clean and healthy. The problem is I spend my whole day working on our site and in the room and trying to get everything finished up. So I don't get as much exercise as I need to. I need to find some time to just walk out there. I wish I lived on the East Coast sometimes so I could have. I feel like you get an extra few hours. Record this stuff early or whatever. Or work out before I record it, but it's hard on the West Coast, especially if you try and have any kind of social life. So anyway, I think we talked about some things to get different. And on FanDuel, I will talk. I guess I can show. You know what? Let's let FanDuel get angry at us. I'm going to share my FanDuel screen real quick, and this is what I'm doing as of right now. I'm only going to leave it up there for a minute. And look, oh yeah, he knows you from the poker days, I guess. Z Garam, Z Garam. What's wrong with my reading? All right, guys, this is a real quick snapshot. I'm going to stop the share really quick to try and just show you a little bit of what I've got on FanDuel, and then we can talk it through because I don't want to get in trouble. So that was a quick little flash. I'm trying to get. I do like the Yankees. I said I mentioned some places. I'm trying to get and then I did use McCormick in there. Brendan Rodgers is the spend down. I don't think people are going to be playing Andahar at third base. Biggest fear I have here is it feels very obvious to try and leverage against Montgomery with Seattle, and I'm not doing that. If I was playing more lineups, I would, but I found that I liked Oakland a little bit better. That's where I was at. McCullers and Montas on DK is absolutely not going to get very different. I mean, Montas is going to be, 20-something% owned? I understand they're in the same game, but I don't think you're really getting 20. I guess he's going to be 25% owned is my guess, Montas, and then you're going to have 75% owned McCullers. So that's definitely not going to get you different enough. If you want to get for pitching, that's not. If you want to get different for pitching, the guy is Chichi Gonzalez. Just because he has a leash, he pitched 7 innings in his last start. I did have 1 strikeout, which is kind of crazy. But I don't think.
Let me ask you this. I think I have a somewhat relevant question.
Okay.
How many guys do you have? Like, what's the max amount of guys that you have against pitchers? What's the minimum amount? Like, how is your construction looking as far as that goes?
Max amount of guys against pitchers.
Yeah.
I have a couple lineups with 2, but mostly it's just 1. And try to find the power back can. But I don't mind taking, one of the, you take one of the 2 catchers from Seattle and Haniger or something like that against Montgomery. I don't mind if you take just Matt Olson against Lance McCullers. I don't mind if you take anybody against Gilbert. Pick a Yankee. Stanton and Judge would be my favorites, obviously, and then Sanchez. So that's sort of the route that I'm going, and trying to make sure I have 1 against my pitcher in each lineup. Does that make sense?
That's what I was getting at. Yeah. Because that is one way, and you almost won like this exact slate a few weeks ago like that. You picked like 3 against somebody, and just that construction just gets you different like so quickly. Right. And you want those on slates where pitchers are okay, but are probably going to only go 5-6 innings.
Right. That's
This
right.
way you can get at them and get at them with the bullpen, and then you get really greedy. You can get the pitcher and then the hitter also.
Right. Exactly. But yeah, I think it's hard to get different at pitching today unless you use one of the 5K-ish guys, and if you do, you can play guys against them. So you can kind of play like Chi against a couple of the Arizona bats or something if you wanted to get really creative. But I just didn't find myself doing that because, I mean, it's not the worst idea though. Like every pitcher is good today with question marks. Montgomery stands out as being my favorite, even though I'm using McCullers on FanDuel in my main lineup anyway, just because I wanted some exposure and I think that he has more strikeout upside. But yeah, so I think that, to try and get different, try to use these other bats, try to use the bats against your pitcher, at least one of them, and play the guys like McCormick at the bottom of the order, play the guys that people don't think you need, or leave money on the table. Those are the ways you get different today.
Hang on, let me. I'm gonna try to do this without being lazy for like the first time in a while. So with the new Arizona stuff, let me just, for those of you who are interested, I'm doing a whole new run with the new Arizona lineup and see if anything kind of stands out. And then we don't have a Yankee lineup yet though, right?
Yeah, I think it's interesting if you do that run. No, we don't have a Yankee lineup yet. I don't expect us to necessarily before lock.
Okay, so I'm doing FanDuel right now, and still getting a bunch of this. Hold on, Team Stacks. Boy, I'm getting all the Colorado now on FanDuel.
All the Colorado on FanDuel. Yeah, I think that is probably that makes some sense. So again, I'm trying to avoid that.
But that's going to be really chalky, you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. But I think the Colorado, Arizona, and Houston are the chalk teams. But you can stack Houston at least in different ways and play, play McCormick, who's going to be lower owned in the 7 hole. I really like this kid, by the way.
Yeah,
he's pretty good. And he tends to get unowned because of that. But also, if you're playing him, let's say you played him, you could play him and leave 1,000 on the table and not play him over Brantley or something like that in a Houston mini stack or stack. I think it's cool. I think it's an interesting way to go. But it doesn't seem like we have a whole bunch of questions. Guys, if you are out there, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Glad that there's a few of you at least in here to get some of our final words. We've got people in chat and we're asking while we're in Discord asking while we're live. I did say we're going live, so hopefully everybody got the message. I'm not going to be able to comment. And it's always hard when you get a full lineup and say, what do you think about this lineup? I'll say the truth and I'll say, hey, look, that's too chalky or whatever. That's this and that. That's even chalkier than the new one he sent me.
I'm going to changing. I'm getting to this Fairchild guy on FanDuel also.
Yeah, I didn't end up getting there at all or needing it, but where is he? Let me see something. Where's Fair? I don't even know where he's listed on FanDuel.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing for DraftKings now. Hold on.
A little slower than this. I got him in the outfield. Yeah, I don't want to use my outfield spots on this guy.
Okay.
But I get it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just we don't have another second base.
I'd like to get to some of this A's stuff, like you were getting. What's Montas on DraftKings? Over 9.
Montas is 89.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think that getting the little mini A stack, which is what I have in my main lineup, is definitely a route worth exploring. Just because while McCullers is definitely grades out to be the best pitcher, we don't need to go on this we just can't play that stuff, that chalk like that. So it's just you got to try and find ways to get different. So playing Montas, Montgomery, and stacking Oakland is my best solution to doing that. Yeah, well, that's my anyway.
What I'm gonna do is just for kicks. I'm changing my DraftKings stuff, and then I'll tell everybody what my ownerships are, and just for get some transparency, just get my accountability going a little bit here. This way, just makes it feel a little bit better sometimes. Let me just see. This upload, and then I will tell you what I got. So I believe it's going to be Welcome to Chalk City, USA. Let's just take a look at it. Yeah, so it's the guys you mentioned. It's McCullers, Montgomery, Gilbert. I didn't get to any of Montas. Okay, so I get the Holiday in the catcher position cheap. I got to that one.
What's his price?
I think 0. Like,
is it 2K even?
I think so. Let me just double check.
Okay, let me just double. I'm just gonna. It just takes a minute to load while.
Yeah. He's 2K even.
I got
it. And then I am getting to the Fairchild. He's a straight 2K hitting 6th.
Yeah.
And we got to watch for the Yankee lineup. Maybe get the Higashioka and not Sanchez.
I think it's very possible. And you might get both.
You know, it'd be a good thing to do. By the way, this is going to be like so lazy that everybody's going to do it, but they'll do it for the wrong reason. Like if you play Sanchez and then they go to Higashioka, just swap him out and just leave the remaining money on the table. But that's going to be too easy for everybody to do, I think. Right? I mean, it's the last game, so I mean, like if he gets right. So I mean, what else are you going to do?
Right. I got you. Let's see. Do I want Lowry? Yeah, I do want Lowry. By the way, Oakland is a team that always hits better in the day, but that's usually because their stadium plays a lot better as a hitter's park during the day. But I'm giving a little boost. For some reason, these guys always seem to hit when it comes to daytime. So,
hey, so who's finishing up with a nice little round is Varner.
Oh, what did he end up with? What's he end up with?
Yeah, -4.
Oh, nice. Okay.
-4. So in my big one, I got 3 guys in. One guy, Thompson, a -3. Stallings -3. Varner -4. So those 3 guys are in. And I got going now. I just Vegas just started. Then I'm going to have Gim. Gim is through 2 even, and I have Berger. So that's my big one.
Yeah, so we ended up on the Berger at the end. I ended up with him and some Berger, but
I did.
What happened to Siwoo? Has he started yet? I guess Siwoo probably hasn't started yet. My pick to win. I gotta go back to back here.
That's the other thing about these guys. They're late starters, especially on a course that's like all of these birdies. It's like you're gonna be like winning 0 for like forever.
Oh, I know. The way it always goes. All right, let's see if there's anything else before we get out of here. I think we should be just about done. The Yankee lineup just came out. Actually, we'll take a quick look at that while we're on here. That's a good idea. I did not get that. Let's see.
Ooh, this stings. The Bramlett was it with a bad one.
What did he do?
He's +3 through 14.
He was -3 earlier. How is that possible? That wasn't even that much earlier. It was like an hour ago.
Oh, and I've got one lineup or two with I got 1 or 2 with the Chase Reavie. Damn it!
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but those are the ones with the Bramlett.
Can someone tell us the Yankee lineup? I don't have the notification on it yet. Cheats, do you have it?
Let me see. I would only have the DraftKings. I don't have my. Wait a minute. Yeah, I think they do.
Do they? How do they have it?
Yeah, I do. I got Voit hitting 5th.
So what's the lineup?
Yeah, you got I got the Mayhew hitting first. So let me just pull up the whole thing. How do I do that? Oh, okay. Yeah. So, yeah, there it is. So all the Yankee hitters, we have Yankee hitters. Judge hitting second. This is no picture order. Judge hitting second. Sanchez hitting third. So Sanchez is playing. Voit, Urshela.
Wait. So no Stanton?
Yeah, I'm getting there. This is the order. I'm just looking at it from DraftKings. So I'll do the hard way. LeMahieu hitting first, Judge hitting second, Sanchez hitting third, Stanton hitting fourth, Voit hitting fifth, Torres hitting sixth, Urshela hitting seventh, Gardner hitting eighth, and then Timo Castro hitting ninth.
Didn't even know he was on that team.
I didn't either, and he's 2K.
Okay, so I got to edit these lineups real quick because I've got Andahar as my third baseman. So they are not playing Andahar today. Okay. Yeah, these two guys.
Castro is an actual baseball player, and he's going to be. Well, I mean, you got Fairchild, who's probably going to be 30% owned, and you could play just.
I don't understand why anybody needs minimum cost guys in the outfield. I just can't figure out why they're forcing it. They're literally forcing in value for the sake of value to me.
Well, I mean, if you want to play Altuve, maybe, or
so if you chalk with more value, I don't know. I'm not a big on the value chalk thing unless we really need it, and I don't think we do today. That's just me personally, though. All right, let me just see real quick. I might get to it on FanDuel where it's not as needed, actually. It's kind of interesting.
Man, they wouldn't give Higashioka a run, huh?
Okay. Yeah, surprised that he's not getting any chance. Well, Sanchez has been crushing the ball. That's probably why. Just editing. Ugh. Yeah, I will play Fairchild on FanDuel, actually, because I think he's less necessary over there, which sounds really weird, but it's the truth. So maybe people don't. Yeah, they're still going to play him. That's all right. The rest of my stack is good enough. Okay, and see, it doesn't look like there's any questions on it. Tom Murphy taking Montgomery. Yeah, Tom Murphy. I think that's one of the catch. Him or Torrens, either one are good. Let's see real quick. No Andahar. And Tyvin Smith is going to be 7 million % on DraftKings.
I think that you're going to be surprised at some of them.
You don't think he'll be 1 million % on?
Yeah, but I mean, there's like it's just my comment that like everybody can't be a zillion % owned. You know what I mean? Like I think that there's going to be like at least 2 or 3 guys, with the guys you said were going to be a zillion % owned, that just don't. You know, I don't know who it's going to be though.
Right. Well, no. I mean, Tyvin Smith will be. I feel very confident in saying that. I don't feel like there's a question at all.
Fair enough.
That's just the way that I'm seeing it right now. And Houston, let's stack Tucker in there. Okay. All right. So guys, if there's no more questions or anything, we're gonna get out of there. Oh, no problem, Tony A. Glad you got it. Nice, man. A nice second place. We needed the 10K win for somebody on True DFS last night. We didn't get it for the first time in a while. But guys, make sure to keep checking it out. Check out Cheech's Seats. Check out my plays of the day, my ownership percentages. Yeah, good luck to everybody out there. We'll see you guys shortly.
All right. Good luck.
Good luck, Sheets.
Hey, Bobby.
Hold on. I'm not off yet. I'm not off. I don't even know how to stop the live.
Oh, yeah. Just hit there's a top button there. It says